Hi! Happy Thursday and welcome back. This is my second week of the Valentine's Day look. So last week I did a chocolate look and it was all brown and it was really pretty and nice and natural. And today what I'm going to be showing you is I'm going to be showing you the roses look. So you can go ahead and take a peek here. These are all the colors that I'm going to go over today. So real quick I'll show you. This one is Blossom. Right here is Sunlit Rose. This one is Merlot. Up here, this one's Golden Mauve. The one in the middle is Dusty Rose. And then over here is Rose Gold. So these are the colors that I'm going to be showing you guys today. This is the Roses palette. What do you think? It's pretty, huh? And you can tell I use it a lot because I've got little, you can see the little silver circles there. So today I'm going to be showing the Roses palette, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with primer. So last week I showed you how important eye primer is. So, oh goodness, just shot some out. So I'm going to put my eye primer on first. Hi Michaela, hi Linda. As you guys hop on here, let me know that you're here. Okay, I just put a little bit of eye primer on. That's going to keep my eyeshadow on. It's going to also make it stay on a lot better. It's going to hold your pigmentation a lot longer. So I love eye primer. And then I'm going to put on some lip primer as well. And lip primer is going to do the same thing. It's going to keep that on your lips and also it's anti-aging. So I love that the lip primer is anti-aging too. So if you're worried about wrinkles, lip primer, it's really good. Okay, so now I've got my primers on. And real quick, I see some more of you are hopping on here, so I'm going to quick show you again. This is the roses look right down here. Those are all the pretty colors. Which colors? Do you guys have any of these colors, I guess? Let me tell you them again. So we've got Blossom, Sunlit Rose, Merlot, Rose Gold, Dusty Rose, and Golden Mauve. So do you guys have any of these? Do you use them? These are going to be the 3 eyeshadow brushes that I'm going to use today. I'm going to use the all over eyeshadow brush, the blending eyeshadow brush, and the eye smudger brush. But first, I'm going to put on the rest of my lips. So I put on the lip primer, and now I'm going to put on lip liner. So I used to think lip liner was like for old ladies, and that was it. It's not. I actually love lip liner now. I wear it all the time because it extends your wear. It also helps it from, like, if you ever have lipstick on, have you ever noticed when it kind of starts to feather out and it starts to rub off on your skin? So lip liner is going to prevent that as well. So I love lip liner. I like that it's also just a little bit more thin instead of a thicker lipstick. And then I love to put a lip gloss over the top. So my typical go-to is a lip liner with a lip gloss. So today what I'm using is the Rose lip liner with Unique Mauve lip gloss. So I'm going to put this on. I like to outline first and then fill in. So here we go. Just like eyeliner, tiny little dashes, and then connecting them is going to be the easiest way to do this. All right, go ahead and tell me in the comments while I'm putting on my lip liner. Do you guys like lip liner, or are you more of a lip gloss or lipstick fan? Or do you like to mix them like I do? These points are super important, so you want to make sure you get these points up here. And just following your natural point. You don't have to create anything. Just follow right along your natural point. Okay, now I'm going to fill it in. Again, this one that I'm using today is called Rose. All right. And then I always like to go like this, kind of just get any of those edges that maybe kind of start to flail out where we don't want them. I like to kind of just wipe them in just to make sure that it's nice and clean. So now that I have my lip liner on, I'm going to put on my lip gloss. So the lip gloss I love because it has vitamin E in there. So it's going to keep your lips super moisturized while you have lip gloss on. So for me, I love lip colors, but it's so important that my lips stay hydrated. So the lip gloss over the top is definitely a game changer. And this one's Unique Mauve. Okay, all done. What do you think about my lips? You like this color? Oops, hang on. I got a little bit of a... There we go. Okay, so rose lip liner with unique mauve lip gloss. That is the lip combo that we have today. And lip liner is only $12, and then the lip gloss is $16. So they're really great combinations that you can add together and mix and match and create your perfect combination. Okay. I love seeing your comments on here. Yay, thank you guys for tuning in with me. The other thing is that's really cool, on top of all of our eyeliners and lip liners, you can always pull off the top and you can sharpen them as well. So just in case you didn't know that, I know I went a long time without knowing that. And then I realized it and I was like, oh my gosh, I could be sharpening all this time, right? Okay. Now we're going to dig into the eye look. So earlier when I first jumped on here, I showed you that I put on my eye primer the same time I put on my lip primer. So we are going to get started. Let me show you. Here's the palette, and I'm going to use my all over eyeshadow brush first, and I'm going to pick up Blossom first. And I'm just going to put this all over. So this is just a super light pale pink. I'm going to put all over my eye just to give it a nice flat surface to start with. Linda said, yeah, she says, I have no idea about the sharpener, right? It's kind of crazy. It's right up on top and it's very helpful. So it's on the lip liners and the eyeliners. Okay, so my base is Blossom first. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to pick up this Dusty Rose. So that's the matte pink color. And I am going to just windshield wiper back and forth. So right, kind of you find right where it feels natural. But if you don't know where it's going to feel natural yet, then go right above where your eyeball is. Whenever I talk about windshield wiping, that's what I'm talking about, is right above where your eyeball is. So it's kind of like on that bone that's starting right there, if that makes sense. So right in that crease line, right where, your eye, when you open it, your crease line, I want you to put this Dusty Rose. So that's what we're going to start with. I love pinks too. I used to hate pinks. I used to think, oh my gosh, I don't know why, I just didn't like them. I didn't like any colors though, to be fair. I didn't like pinks, I didn't like greens, I didn't like blues, I didn't like purples, I liked browns, and that was about it. So pinks were definitely outside of my comfort zone, but now they're one of my favorites and one of my go-to. So there's the Dusty Rose right in the crease line. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the merlot. So that's this deep plum color right here. It's beautiful. It's super pigmented though. So just pick up a tiny little bit of it. And I'm just going to plop that right in the outer corner. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay. And now I'm just going to blend. I'm not going to add any more. I'm just going to blend. So I kind of want to keep this on the outer corner though, so I'm not going to blend all the way into the middle of my eye. I just really want to blend this on the outer part of my eye. The reason I put that Merlot out there is just because I want a little bit of depth out there, a little bit of darkness, but I don't want anything crazy, and I want it to look a little bit natural, but it's going to kind of create a little bit of an ombre look with it, going from a little bit of Merlot to more of the pinks on the inside. So I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Sunlit Rose, which is this one right here, this pretty pink sparkly, and I'm just going to add that right on top of what I just did. So it's all that Dusty Rose and Merlot. I'm going to blend in that Sunlit Rose because I love sparkles. If you don't love sparkles, then don't put in the Sunlit Rose. But I love sparkles, so I am all about the sparkles. So I want to add that on top of all those matte shadows that I just applied. Yes, Natalie says she loves this combo. Natalie, this definitely reminds me of your New Year's makeup. All these pretty pinks together. Okay, so I put on that Sunlit Rose next. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my all over eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the Blossom and I'm going to pop it right in the inner corner of my eye just to pick up any of the darkness maybe that happened to go in there, because we don't want that darkness. You can see a big difference here between that little bit of Blossom there and no Blossom. So we want to make sure that that's nice and highlighted. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Blossom and I'm going to put it right underneath my eyebrow. Okay. And then last, what I'm gonna do, so I did not use all the colors. I did not use this golden mauve color right down here. I'll show you right here. This one, you can see I obviously use it very much because it's almost gone, but I did not use it today. So that is part of this pinks and roses combination, but I did not use it today. The last one I'm going to use is rose gold, which is right up here. And I'm gonna put that right in the center of my eyelid. Right in the center of my eyelid. And then boom, I'm all done with that. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the eye smudger brush. Hang on, got some hair or fuzz on there. And I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the merlot. I'm gonna put it underneath my eye. I showed you guys this last week too, so if you don't like the little bit of a darker underneath there, again, you don't have to do this. But I like a little bit of pop of color right underneath my eye. Like I said last time too, I really like the pop of color under my eye to test out colors that maybe I'm not like super comfortable with yet. So if you're not super comfortable with a purple, try this merlot out underneath your eye. It's so pigmented and beautiful. It makes a great color to try out underneath your eye. But don't stab yourself in the eye because sometimes I get a little close. So you have to be really careful. You have to be really careful and just right underneath your eye. We don't want to get too close to that waterline. And if you noticed, I added color in the very beginning, but I never added color after that. So I added just a little bit of color on my brush to put it on, and then I just kept blending it because especially with some of those darker colors like Merlot, they're super, super pigmented, which is great. That's what we want. We want them to be more pigmented so we don't have to use as much, but that means that you do have to be just a little bit careful. Just start with a little, and you can always add more. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I stab my eye too. It happens, Marianne. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my mascara with you guys. So first I'm going to put on my lash primer. So if you don't use lash primer, just like eye primer, face primer, and lip primer, it's going to keep your makeup on longer. But the cool thing about eyelash primer is it also has vitamin E in here. So it's going to keep your eyelashes growing and healthy as well. So that's probably my favorite part of it. I do love that it keeps my mascara on my eyes, but I love that it has vitamin E in there to make sure that my eyelashes are still growing too. Okay, so as you guys are hopping on here, make sure you let me know that you're here. Like I already said, drop me a comment. I do pick one weekly winner in the comments, and I send you guys a free full-size item. So make sure you comment down below, let me know you're here so you get entered into that weekly drawing. Okay, so I just used the lash primer. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes. We do have some curlers left. I can order them online, but you cannot buy them off my website. So the link up above, if you shop on there tonight and you're looking for the eyelash curler, it won't be on there. But if you want one, just let me know and I can always add it in for you. So what I like to do is I like to kind of hold it down for about like 1, 2, 3, 4, release, shimmy it around a little bit, move it a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can see here that it already curled my lashes just a little bit, and it's amazing to me the difference that an eyelash curler really makes, especially if you use the primer first. It's kind of like a hairspray, so it really holds it. It really holds it nice and in place. Okay, there we go. So you can really see that one. You can tell that it definitely curled. All right, so then when you go to put your mascara on, your mascara actually works. Instead of, sometimes they stick straight out because that's naturally how our eyelashes look. So eyelash curlers make a big difference. And they're only $12 too, so they're really inexpensive and they last forever. Okay, so now I'm using Lash Intensity Mascara, which I love Lash Intensity Mascara. I wish I could put mascara on the way you do. I have to look in the mirror with my eyes open. So I do have a mirror here. Don't let me fool you. I have a mirror right behind my camera so that I'm able to look into the mirror while I'm showing and demoing to you guys. So don't let me fool you. I am looking into the mirror. you know, I do have to tell you though, in the car, I can sometimes pull that off, like with the little car mirror. I think that that's kind of like doing it without saying anything, right? Because the car mirror is just so little and it's always moving. So I feel like that's kind of a talent. That's funny. So anyway, this is the Lash Intensity Mascara. I like this mascara a lot because it has different size bristles. So let me show you. So you can see here, they're kind of, some of them are stubby and short, some of them are longer. So the stubby short ones are going to help with volume, and then the long ones are going to help with length. So I really like that it has two different size bristles to pull the different lashes, because some of your lashes are little baby lashes that, you know, they can't quite come all the way out. Some of them are longer. Oh, sorry, you're going to hear my little doggy out there. He gets so, especially when my husband is not home, he gets overly protective and he has to bark at everything that's outside to make sure that we're safe. So he gets really, really protective when Ryan's not home. So bear with me. So anyway, this Lash Intensity, I like to do 2 to 3 coats of any mascara. If you feel like your mascara is really not showing up or not working, add an extra layer. It's amazing what that extra layer will do. Marianne, I would die if I'd lose an eye if I tried that in a moving car. That's so funny. I know. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to mention is if you guys are not in my customer group, make sure you join my customer group, because I am going to be having, well, I am having some awesome sales and awesome promotions right now, because my team is actually shooting for our second pink Cadillac. So we earned our first pink Cadillac 2 years ago. It was so exciting. We earned it in June 2 years ago. So right now we are re-qualifying for our second pink Cadillac. So every single order is so helpful and counts so much. But I do have some extra little like fun freebies for my customers. So make sure you tune into my customer group. I'll post that link down below if if you're not already in there. But all orders over 50 automatically get free shipping and free samples from me, and then all orders right now over 100 are getting a free product. And then I do have some lipstick sales that will be going on tomorrow as well. So it'll be fun, and the next 6 months are going to be fun and promotion filled, and you guys are going to get lots of freebies if you shop with me. So I always appreciate my customers so much. So thank you guys for hanging out with me here, especially every Thursday when I come live to you guys. So today, this is the rose look. So last week I did chocolate. This week is roses. So first of all, which one do you like better so far? Did you like the chocolate from last week, or do you like roses tonight? Which one would you wear? Chocolate or roses? And then the next 2 weeks I'm going to be doing a smoky eye, so a gray smoky eye. And then the week after I'm going to do champagne. So it'll be a gray smoky eye with like a bright red lip next week. And then, which will probably be more of like a special occasion look. I'm sure if you're like me, I like my nude natural makeup. But it is fun to every now and then have a really great bright look. It's kind of fun. So smoky eye with a red lip. And then the week after is going to be champagne. And champagne will be the golds and the sparkles, and it's going to be a little bit more on the neutral, natural side. So I'm excited about the next couple of weeks, but I would love to know what you think about the roses. Again, let me just tell you what colors that I used tonight. I actually have a flyer that I'll post down below as well that has all the colors that I used for my lips and my eyes in case you do want to place an order. But real quick, let me show you. I used right here, I used Blossom, and then I used this Sunlit Rose. I used Merlot, which is a pretty matte color. Right up here, let me see, Rose Gold, and then Dusty Rose. I did not use Golden Mauve, but Golden Mauve I do like it with these colors and in this color combination. I can always just plop a little bit extra on, I guess, to show you what it would look like if I added a little bit. So with the Golden Mauve, it's kind of similar to the Sunlit Rose. It's just a little bit more, I would say, a little darker. So that's a little bit with the Golden Mauve. Let me add a little bit more over here too so you can kind of see it. I love Golden Mauve all by itself or with like Blossom or Rose Gold. It's really pretty. So these color combinations here, it's endless. You can make so many different pretty color combinations with this rose palette. And then for my lips, I use the rose lip liner with unique mauve lip gloss. So like I said, if you guys want to shop with me, my link is up above. I will post down below the link to my customer group here on Facebook. And then also I will post the flyer of all the colors that I used tonight. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And thank you for watching week 2 of my Valentine's Day looks. Again, don't forget to vote below which one you liked better, chocolate or roses. I'll see you guys again next Thursday. Bye.